Hello everybody, and welcome to some TonyHawkProSkater 3+4 for Nintendo Switch 2. In today's video, I have decided to take a look at how both the Switch 2 and Switch 1 versions play. Starting, of course, with the Switch 2 version, which, as you can see, I haven't exactly finished yet. Over on my PC, through Steam, I have 100%ed both careers. But with that said, let's try to play a little bit of the Foundry here in Freeskate. And we'll try some other levels here and there as we go along. I do want to preface that, it's mostly been good playing it on the Switch 2 at least. There have been some lag spikes. I'm not sure if that's just due to the fact of my capture card. As I say a lot, my capture card was definitely not made for this. But like overall, it looks decent. You know, it doesn't look anywhere near the Steam release or the PS5 release, which I still have to play more than just like a little bit of the online. But yeah, this game has been very good, honestly. I will say there are some hard difficulty curves in the game, obviously, as are most games. I will say it's not as frustrating as the, you know, especially the 4 section is not as frustrating as the original 4. And I generally like how they upgraded it. Geez, I'm being terrible today. Jeez. Let's end level here and go to a TonyHawk 4 level. Let's do college. Playing on at least the original Switch version, haven't really messed around with the original Switch version a lot yet. So it'll be quite interesting to see how TonyHawk 4 levels run on that. Seeing as how they're a lot bigger and a lot more expansive than THPS 3 levels. Oh. Um, I will say, I am still working on my TonyHawksProSkater bonus episode. Trying to decide what I want to do with that. I know that I could do like Tony Hawk's Pro goal, but I don't really know how to access the other goals in the game. I know like each level has like what, like 3-4 extra goals. Do I have to do the pro goals for each of the skaters first in their respective levels before I can move on to like the extra 3 or 4 extra goals? I also will say, at least my gameplay will be a little bit more consistent here than it is on the Switch version. Because I've noticed that at least I tend to have an issue with the Switch version. The OG Switch, to where I can't, like, hardly keep a combo at all. And it's also just an issue that I've had with both Switch 1 and 2 versions, with Joy-Cons. I don't know just how Joy-Cons are designed. I just don't like to play with the Joy-Cons as the Tony Hawk game series. Water Park. I do enjoy the new levels in THPS 4 though. They are quite enjoyable. They're very well made, honestly. At least Water Park and Pinball are. I'm not fully sure how I feel about Movie Studio. Movie Studio could be okay, I guess. It really just depends on my mood. Okay. To be fair, I wasn't expecting that. Whoa. I love controlling my character. It's so good. I'm kidding. I just sometimes have issues controlling my character when fully statted up. That goes for all the Tony Hawk games. Like, I feel like I've even had an issue with it a lot in the original Tony Hawk 4. Not so much 3, because I feel like 3 was... excuse me. Was a lot more... Like, the controls were a lot easier to handle, I feel. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I got from it when I tried it. And granted, I only have one full play. I've only did one full playthrough of 3. But like, that could change as I play 3 again. Eventually. Because I do plan on playing 3 on the OG Xbox when I get it. But I really want to do a bonus episode of Tony Hawk 3 doing Oil Rig. I just think that would be fun. Sad, like, things like Oil Rig, and even some of like the other ones in like, I don't know. I'm a little bit controversial when it comes to Chicago. I'm back. I personally didn't really like Chicago that much. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I'm biased because, oh, it says Matt Hoffman's BMX, you know, like right on the icon. But I didn't feel like it fully fit or like felt like a TonyHawk level. I felt like it was kind of retrofitted to, like, I don't know, I have never seen Matt Hoffman BMX 2. I can neither confirm nor deny. But I felt like what they did was just add a bunch of ramps into places to make it feel a lot better. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to play those games. One day, I want to get my hands on the Matt Hoffman games. Honestly, there's a part of me that wants to get, like, once I'm done collecting the entire ProSkater series, collect the rest of the O2 Sports line on all their respective console variants, including like the ones that are technically part of the O2 Sports lines that came out after O2 Sports line went defunct.
Looks kinda high.
Okay. Okay, can we get one more 3 level here? Cruise ship, why not? And then I'm gonna move on to THPS 3+4 on the OG, well, on the OG Switch, on the Switch 2. Let me forward say I do not feel like setting up my OG Switch and downloading 3+4 on that. Also, this came out. I'm recording this right as THPS 3.4 was just updated today to the 1.505 version on Switch. Not sure what it changed. I haven't looked into it. I read a little bit on the Steam forums about it, on like speculation of what it changed, or like maybe confirmed what it changed. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. I still haven't even like opened Reddit to like see on a THPS subreddit to see what it says exactly on the subject. Okay, sure. There are some weird things that I'm surprised the update didn't fix, like whatever this is. And that one guy that's just floating, sitting in the airport. I doubt they fixed him. Alright, let's head over to THPS 3.4 on the Switch 1. Playing on the Switch 2, obviously. Wow, what choppiness! I love the choppy Activision logo. Alright. I have not created a custom skater in this because I haven't played it enough. as you can see, zero progress on anything. Let's go quickly through the levels that I just did in the same exact order. And get a little bit of a comparison. Immediately, as you can see, the textures and shadows are a little bit worse. And the vibration's gone on the... for the vibration motors on the controller. Odd. I feel like this is choppier.
Cutting and scratching.
I can't tell if it is fully. Seems at the very least more consistent choppy than the version on the Switch 2. Also, I have to try to remember that I'm not fully statted out, so I have to play like I'm not fully statted out, which will be a bit difficult for me, but you know, only takes a learning curve. Neither one of those were fair, I feel like. Also, something I've noticed in both the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions of 3+4, the fountain is just not activated whatsoever. I felt like they could have at least got it to work on the Switch 2 version. Maybe it's just some graphical effects that they have turned off anyway. Because maybe the Switch 2 couldn't handle that setting being on or what. But it's kind of weird. Because, like, when I picture the Switch 2 version of THPS 3+4, I feel like it's going to be more in line with the current gen, if not like a Steam Deck variant. You know? Alright, let's move on over to Tony Hawk 4 College. Also, yes, I know I'm not, you know, I have streamer mode activated. Obviously, that's because I'm doing this for content. And I just don't want to deal with that kind of crap. Immediately, I feel like this is so much more crusty, and if I didn't own a Switch 2, I don't know how much I would actually want to play this version. Now, I own the Switch version of 1+2, as I've showed off in many videos. At least a few videos on the channel where I've played THPS 1+2 on the Switch 1. I feel like even that one with its 30 frames per second base feels better. Also, I just noticed the NPC level is very low. So far, there's like two people walking around and Officer Dick? I feel like there should be a few more. I know that it's kind of like loosely like it happened again. I'm too tired for this. Apparently. But like I know that it's like loosely because like they're probably like open spots waiting for like what do you call it? Characters to come for like missions and stuff. Like, you know, impress the skaters later on and stuff like that. But at the same time, do they always have to, like, wait for that? I don't know how Water Park is gonna feel. So far, not too bad.
My sister loved this place.
Obviously, certain areas like the giant slide is not open apparently, and the arcade is closed because I haven't actually done those yet in the mission mode, or well, career mode. Yeah, career mode. I don't know why I called it mission mode. Try to open. Is this even open? No, it's not even open. Probably opens up with the fuse for the arcade. I actually didn't know about that. I honestly didn't know about that place when I first came here until I was like, where is the secret tape? I used free cam to find it. I definitely feel like this is playable to some extent now that I'm getting more used to it. But at the same time, I don't think I really want to enjoy this. It's literally not as enjoyable as 1+2 it was on the original Switch. This just feels crapped out and like lazily done. Or at least 1+2 is optimized for the Switch for 30 FPS. Oh, I forgot. I don't have cruise ship unlocked. So I guess we're gonna go Los Angeles. It bugs me in this loading screen that the Yeti sign for pre and post like what do you call it? Earthquake is there. I don't know if the whole thing is like set up for pre and post. I can't fully tell based on the image, especially in this like low quality. see if I can open up that secret area. Oop. I'm not exactly sure where I have to be to start the activation process fully. There it goes. Also just find it funny that the water that's supposed to be in the waterfalls is just not there. Also, I don't know if it's just a thing on the Switch 2 version, but it feels like the game massively lags whenever I first break open a window for the first time in a level. That could just be me. And like I said, my capture card is not helping any of this, just due to the fact that it's a cheapo, like, I got it for 50 bucks off the internet type of 720 60 frames per second 1080 30 capture card. Ooh, car plant. Wow. I don't know how I feel about sketching. Also, these taxi cabs, they don't have the taxi sign on them. Is that normally in THPS 3+4? Don't they normally have like the taxi, like what do you call it? Oh, I'm in service thing on top of them? Or is that just like the Switch 1 can't handle that, so they don't? Like, even this building, the windows are not clear and we cannot see through it. Do we think that's even modeled on the other side? Who knows? I don't put it past Activision to not, like, model that for the Switch 1 version. Even these windows are, like, tinted so we can't see them. Just so strange. Especially, like, I get it. Switch 1 can't handle it. It's just strange to look at coming after me playing both the PC and Switch 2 version. Alright. Now, I think that's a good enough comparison. Maybe I could have done a little bit better. I mean, I could have definitely played better. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit of a graphics comparison. You know, just for the heck of it. And like, let me know in the comments, like, if you've played 3+4 on either the original Switch or the Switch 2, and what your feelings and opinions on them. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Switch 2 version of THPS 3+4 doesn't have any lag issues, and it's just my capture card. Subscribe if you want to see more videos about Tony Hawk, or about whatever I want to feel like uploading for gaming content in the future. With that all said, thank you for investing a little bit of your time to watch whatever this is. And I'll see you maybe eventually again. Anyway, that's enough from me for today. Peace.